Hello, this is John Fredrickson, State of Pro Wrestling. We are here. I'm kind of seriously freaked out. We are somewhere in the Poconos in Pennsylvania. We are here with Timothy Theory. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm out here in the Poconos, and we're going to talk about a lot of topics from backyard wrestling, insane clown posse, and music. Well, I guess that's part of the same deal, but whatever.
What brings us to this strange, freaked out location? I almost pissed myself getting out to piss.
You see this spot here where we're standing, we're actually in a greenhouse, but this same spot is the home of backyard wrestling, where we did plenty of spots, plenty of crazy backyard wrestling deathmatch style shows. And this is actually a precursor to what you're going to see later. We're going to have clips, highlights, and more from the earlier times of the upbringing of Timothy Theory. Spooky spot that we're in right now is a part of the Poconos. If you don't know, you're going to find out tonight.
Very interesting. Now, what time period are we talking about where backyard wrestling happened here?
I would say 2002, 2003.
All right.
A couple years later. 2005 for sure. You see, there's been light tubes smashed, chairs swung, trash cans, compacted, and it's crazy just to think that 15-year-old kids, teenagers, would be out there doing such crazy stuff just in the backyard. But we did it.
Now, did anybody else that you wrestled with, did they turn into the professional ranks as yourself did? Because there is a separation between the backyarders, the dreamers, and the people out there like yourself who are doing it for real.
You know what? I don't think these guys were crazy enough to pursue it, even though they were pretty crazy doing the backyard. But I stuck with it. As far as these other guys, they've been kind of just leaving it in the past. They got pretty hurt doing some of the things they did because they didn't really know what they were doing, and understandably so. That's why we go train in the ring professionally and learn how to do it for real, because it is dangerous, and we could have got hurt. I thank God I did it, because I wouldn't be out here today talking about some of the crazy stuff we did back here. So
for sure, it is very serious.
Wild,
that's why I'm on this side of it.
Oh,
And we take it for serious. Now, when you first got professionally trained, where did you go to get trained?
Well, the story started, man. Honestly, I first started with JCW, Juggalo Championship Wrestling at the Gathering. They had the tryouts. First they had it with Pano. Man, Pano was doing the whole thing where, basically it was just, they had a bunch of guys that they weren't trained. They were just trying to see what they would do in the ring and kind of make jokes, whatever.
All right.
A couple guys they had made it that year. I wasn't one of those guys. So next thing you know, next year they had Vampiro running it with the Ring Riders, who are known now as Ohio versus Everybody, where they were running this little camp over the course of the week or whatever, the gathering. So Congo Kong helped out with it too. You see people such as Crazy Mary Dobson, who went on to be a WWE wrestler. Heidi Lovelace, who was also, that's Ruby Riot, right? So then we got Congo Kong, Impact Wrestling, Ohio versus Everybody, they're Impact Wrestling. So a lot of people from the Gathering went on to do big things, and I got to do this stuff out there with JCW, and then went on to ECPW out here, Gino Caruso, working out with Crazy Ivan, Andrew Anderson, and these different guys where y'all got to go on and face plenty of legends and Hall of Famers, and it's crazy to think that starting out there at the Gathering, that now here I am doing this stuff today, where even the 27th, April 27th, I defended the ECPW 5 Boroughs Tag Team Championship against the Warlord and Barbarian, the Powers of Pain, which is going to be crazy. So, here we are today doing all this crazy stuff when I just started to gather and just not knowing what I was getting myself into. So,
broken glass everywhere. It's still very extreme and very, very dangerous out here. Police It's very backyard wrestling out here. Police could be here at any moment, really.
Literally, we're like on the scene right now of a dilapidated building. We're just kind of posted up, doing the thing. We're out here literally in a greenhouse that isn't anymore. It's just kind of falling apart. It could fall on us at any moment. Honestly, we're just kind of taking a risk being out here, but we want to bring you this live on the scene footage of some backyard wrestling origins of Tip Theory, which really a lot of people they want to look down at backyard wrestling, but honestly, you know, nowadays a lot of backyard wrestlers have made it big, and it's like, you know, I've been a wrestling fan my whole life, you know, and I've been just kind of watching and being involved, you know, in and out, so I might as well talk about it because, you know, sure I did backyard wrestling, but there's a big chance I could have gotten hurt, you know, and there's a couple times where it was a close call, but, you know, if I would have known how to get trained back then, I would have, you know, but I didn't. We didn't really have money back then.
Show your shirt.
Oh, yeah, check this out. Theory versus the World shirts. They're available online. If you look up Timothy Theory on Facebook, you know, we got them out there. I'm going to have newer designs coming up soon, but this is just one of the early designs I got. We'll have more coming up. I'm actually going to have this one revamped and updated, you know, so.
Nice.
But, you know, that's the thing is that, you know, I'm about to wrestle legends and Hall of Famers now. If I would have known back then how to get involved in wrestling, if I would have had the money, I would have definitely been trying to. But, you know, we came out here from, I guess you could say, humble beginnings, and a lot of times people, they don't really know how to get out there and get into schools, but just try and go out there, find promotions, find...
Especially nowadays, there's a lot more schools, it seems.
Yeah, and, you know, something that Pure told me that I'll always remember is that, you know, you gotta see where the promoter's been, you know, who the promoter is, really what they're trying to do, because a lot of times you got these companies that like to take advantage of guys and, you know, just...
Hold on.
You gotta find companies that...
Hold on.
Dude, this fucking video is going great on this camera.
Yeah, this is actually not.
Like, honestly,
This thing gets fucky
yeah.
this is
sometimes.
fucking badass. That's why
It
it's
just gets
fucking
unbalanced.
shit.
Hell yeah, we're back here in the Ultra Cut, too.
It just
like,
gets
this is-
I mean,
unbalanced.
this is a fucking sweet fucking shit room to be doing this
Think
shit.
about it, yeah, like,
You
you're
hear,
looking
you hear
back...
me stepping on
Look,
glass.
turn this way real fast and look this way. Film that. Going that way, look how crazy that was. Look at that.
Oh, I got that.
That shit looks fucking nuts.
I
Here,
already
look at
got
this.
that. I got the fucking view. You know, I got all this shit.
That shit's fucking crazy out here.
If you can just edit my voice out of this, this would be fucking perfect footage.
And then it just comes back on
And then back onto you guys. Go.
All right. And I'm glad that we were able to come back here to the place where it all began.
Oh, yeah.
To come back to your roots. What's been some of your what were some of your influences back then getting into pro wrestling?
You know what? It was always, you know, Bret Hart, Rob Van Dam, Jeff Hardy, Raven, Undertaker, like guys that were inspiring me.
What were some of the aspects that drew you in back then?
It was just, you know, seeing them doing these crazy death-defying moves and stuff like that. You know, I would be able to, like, just run up a tree, backflip off it, flip off the trampoline, all that stuff. I was like, you know what, man, I want to do this, and, you know, I want to try and get involved. And, you know, I used to watch. The other thing is, you know, one day, it's crazy, you know, I used to watch wrestling all the time as a kid, blah, blah, but eventually something happened. I got involved with the wrong crowd. I ended up getting stabbed in the back with a steak knife, right in the lower back, right in my spine. I'm in the hospital bed. I'm like, I can't walk the next day. Like, I'm have my people, my brother, whatever, bring me a laptop and saw DVDs to watch. And, you know, I threw in the Bret Hart DVD, and I was like, all right, you know, I was always a big Bret Hart fan. I want to see some of the matches and stuff like that, you know, and so I'm watching the DVD, and I'm like, man, I wish I could have went out there and actually, you know, try and go out there. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was in a hospital bed, staple in my back, couldn't walk, couldn't get out of the bed by myself. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And eventually I got my strength back up, could walk again, could, like, you know, do whatever. And one day eventually was able to go out there and try out for wrestling and do all that stuff where, you know, watching that Bret Hart DVD was like, you know, kind of get my flame going back again, my fire, whatever you want to say, and kind of just sparking that, I guess, whatever passion, and just get me back into the game. Just beating backyard wrestler or whatever was just like, you could tell whoever does backyard wrestling, of course they want to be a wrestler. They want to go out there and like do all that crazy stuff or whatever. It's just like
I mean, a lot of people got their roots there. It's not something you're gonna make a lot of money doing, but
it's like anybody who's involved with wrestling, showbiz, there's their whole reasons why they're involved and why they do it. It's just like you can go on forever explaining that. And it's just the fact that I was able to get involved with wrestling how I've been is a wonder in itself. And I'm like, it's cool. I get to go out there and do these things, even with getting stabbed and not being able to walk the way I was. And like, I remember one time I was chilling with some people. I just got lightheaded, just like whatever, collapsed. It's just like I don't know what's the deal. Like sometimes all right, nobody got arrested.
We're not back. Getting arrested tonight.
We're 100% trespassing.
False alarm, but we are trespassing.
Yeah, but we're here. We're here live, folks. And
abandoned greenhouse.
Yeah. So this is how it goes. We're talking about some spooky stuff here. Pretty much we're out here talking about backyard wrestling in this dilapidated house. And now somehow I was able to get into pro wrestling. I wish I would have known about it earlier, to be doing it, making money off it all these years earlier, being involved in that, being looked at like a backyard wrestler or anything like that. It wasn't like I was doing it like every weekend, or like we had storylines or anything like that. We just kind of went out there and did some crazy stuff. Think about some teenage kids just smacking fucking light tubes over each other's heads, like doing crazy shit like that. For what? Just because we were crazy. So I guess
just have that passion and that creative outlet.
I haven't done any death matches like that in pro wrestling. I kind of just, I've done a lot of just traditional style wrestling. So it's ironic that I would do all that crazy stuff, but when I got into wrestling, I would do any of it, and I kind of stay away from it. But
all right,
sometimes it's like, oh man, what happens? When's he gonna break out into some deathmatch shit, or when's he gonna do a hardcore match? You never know in wrestling. So it's just like kind of like Jekyll and Hyde. You got that like other side that it might come out at some point, and people gotta be worried, because we used to do that shit for fun. Imagine what we do if I got paid to do it. I mean, smashing like chairs on people's heads, light tubes, whatever. I would do some sick shit, man. I was a fucked up kid, so a lot of juggalos are too. JCW. You should see some of the shit they do out there. It's just we do shit with staple guns. Like, this is before we had cameras. We would just fucking do it, and yeah, I mean, like it's I honestly wonder I haven't done any deathmatch stuff like in wrestling in my career so far, but I'm happy with that, because I've always wanted to do traditional WWF style wrestling, like Bret the Hitman Hart, Sting and Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, guys like that, Jeff Hardy, Raven, Sabu, Ryan Van Dam, some of my favorite guys that I used to watch as a kid. So I'm not really too into the new style of wrestling, but for 90s, a little bit of the 80s, some of the 70s, but the early 2000s, I would say like that's my kind of era of wrestling. I'm not so much into the new stuff, but as far as JCW goes, man, you guys can look out and see if you see me out there, because that's where I started, that's where I came from, and you never know what you're gonna see next out there in the world of wrestling. So.
And where did you go to after these tryouts and initial training?
So I've done ECPW. I've done a lot of shows with them. That's kind of like right there for me. So
we ended up paying a lot of dues there and such.
Yeah, I help out a lot there. And as far as paying dues, it's like I've paid a lot of dues there. And, I kind of get to the point where in wrestling, you always pay dues as it is. It's just like that's a fact. You always try to do what you can to help out. Make sure the show is as best as it can be, and I try to step up to the plate and make sure that I can be able to provide a service and make sure the show runs as smoothly as I can to not only increase my name value, but just increase the show's name value. So it makes it work out for everybody, and the fact that I've been able to wrestle for the NWA, You know, I've been out there. I've wrestled on the first opening match for Bloody Mania with JCW after doing that camp. You know, I've been out there like random places that I've never would have imagined going to because, you know, I'm out here doing this stuff. You know, starting in the backyard, whatever. Just as a crazy kid, not knowing what I'm doing, just to go out there and you know, kind of learn the game and travel and get to these places. Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling, you know, Pro Wrestling Academy, Renegade Wrestling Alliance, you know, just a bunch of these different, you know, what was it, House of Pain, NWL, you know, there's just all these random wrestling promotions. The proudest I was when I got to wrestle for the NWA shows.
All right.
That was awesome. I was like, fuck yeah, you know, JCW, that was a proud moment for me, you know, and being able to, you know, ECPW, that's cool because I get to wrestle all these legends, you know, it's like I get to always be out there and share their locker room and ring with these guys that have been places I get to learn from, and you know, even with JCW, I met so many legends out there. I got to go to a lot of different places like MLW and you know, places like, you know, even I've been to Impact Wrestling. I've been to like different places that, you know, I got to share the locker room with a lot of high profile wrestlers and learn from them. You know, it's awesome because I would never imagine doing that. A lot of times people from out here, they don't really like, you know, a lot of people look at our music. You know, we talk about people out here, you know, from broken homes and stuff like that, and they don't believe that they can do any of this stuff because they don't know any better. They don't have any type of people showing them how to be successful. Or, you know,
there's not a lot of people have taken the steps as you have.
Yeah, so it's kind of just
stepped out and done this.
Yeah, it's just like
I think that's part of the great part of your story, man.
It's just like you know, a wonder, you know, and the fact that, you know, we're able to do all this crazy stuff is awesome because, you know, we get to meet a lot of cool people out there that are on the same type of path and the same type of mindset. So, you know, it's cool that to be able to wrestle and to do all this crazy stuff, I'm like, you know,
who would have thought, man?
Yeah,
standing
like,
in this greenhouse.
Exactly. It's just like
then.
humble beginnings right here, you know, just so many different memories here, you know, just this whole neighborhood, this spot, these people and everything, man, like what they had to do to be a part of my, you know, upbringing, my story and all that, you know, it's just like different areas that bring back different memories, you know, I remember seeing like some of these videos and some of this crazy stuff, people hanging from a tree, me throwing a chair, not gonna do that in the tree, like, what the hell we thinking, man, like, DDTing people across the car hoods and like smashing light tubes on people's heads, like, I would run a tree, backflip off it, and do something crazy to somebody, like, no fucks given, man. We just did it, you know. So, I mean, we kind of just didn't have any care for each other's like safety. We just, you know, we're like reckless with it, you know, putting kids inside of trash cans.
We didn't know any
Concertos, like what the fuck?
Then you just,
for real.
What were we saying? Young, dumb, and fun, or something? I don't know.
Yeah, boys will be boys, something like that. You know, we at least nobody got seriously hurt. That's for sure. You know, thank God. Wow. You know, but. Hey, that's how you learn the hard way sometimes, and that was us. We always had to learn the hard way. You know, kids, don't try it at home because for real, you can get hurt, and a lot of times people get hurt. So let's just put it like that. Don't try it at home. Just go get trained. You know, do it professionally because it's not worth it, man.
Yeah,
your family doesn't have that good insurance. I'm telling you, especially if you're watching wrestling, backyard wrestling.
Yeah, plenty of stories. People who weren't as lucky.
Yeah, nah, it's you know, I'm telling you, man, it's backyard wrestling, man. Like everybody does it, you know. Everybody's like, oh man, we used to set up. Like people do it in their fucking living rooms. People do it in their front yards. I remember actually as a kid one time, I got in trouble. You know, I put this kid in the lion tamer. Back when I first heard about Chris Jericho, I put this kid in the lion tamer and shit. Like, you know, his mom called the cops. I ran. I didn't get in trouble, but like still, man, the kid's fucking mom called the cops on me. And I wasn't allowed to hang out with them after that shit. Like, you know, I was just, we were all outside.
He had my son in some sort of leg lock.
He was tapping out, but he wouldn't let go. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I ain't hear him tap out, you know?
Blatant breaking of the rules. Disregard for the rules.
Fuck, man. I just, you know, so reckless, man. As a kid, that was me. I was that kid that was just crazy, run around, putting people in wrestling moves, and you know, that was me, man. It was bad, but you know, hey, man, at least I was able to get involved in pro wrestling and not be a complete, you know, maniac, I guess, you know.
Well, today, who is Timothy Theory?
All right, Timothy Theory today is ECPW 5 Boroughs Tag Champion, member of Moore Street Movement, you know, Reese. I'm pretty much just producer, graphic designer, video editor, videographer, whatever you want to call it. I got a lot of hats I wear, you know, DJ, you know, mix and master, engineer. I mean, I do a whole bunch of stuff, man. You know, if you guys look at me on Twitter or Instagram or you know YouTube, any of that stuff, Timothy Theory, Moore Street Movement, you know, all those pages I got, for real, like I got a lot of stuff that's produced by me with my friends, and you know, a lot of the rest of the stuff, you know, videos, I gotta edit that stuff myself, put it out there.
It's more than just a wrestler, though.
Yeah, you know, I've done a lot with wrestling promotions, helped out with editing TV, like doing the websites, doing like stuff for other promotions, like besides just myself, man. Like that's why you don't see a lot of my stuff out there, because you know, I got jobs doing, you know, other companies' TVs, and like, you know, sometimes it's really time consuming to the point where I don't even want to edit videos anymore, man. I don't even want to work on my stuff. I'm like, man, I don't even want to look at the computer right now. I just want to, you know, go do something like work out or
do
something
different.
Like, for real, it's just like takes so much time, and you know, I got a lot of videos, like I got a lot of matches out there on YouTube and stuff like that, but you know, I gotta still upload all my shit. I got a highlight reel that has like a lot of cool clips from over the years and stuff like that in it, but you know, it's like, to upload all that stuff, it just takes a lot of time, and you know, I'm trying to work out, I'm trying to progress, I'm not trying to sit behind the computer right now. Like, I want to focus on like the future. Like, I don't want to keep focused on the past. I want to just keep moving, and you know, that's what it comes down to. You know, I want to go out there and work out, go to other places and learn other styles, and you know, that's pretty much the move I'm on right now. Working on different shows, doing like different type of moves that I can, you know, progress myself with. You know, I'm not trying to stay in the same spot, get stagnant, get, you know, stale or anything like that. Platform, trying to just keep going, and sky's the limit. You know, space the place.
Very cool, man. What's some of your biggest accomplishments so far?
I mean, like the gathering, doing the whole, doing the you know what? My favorite match, honestly, was. This is just like a memorable thing for me, but having this match with Junior Flow, man, it was just a cool match. Opening the show, we were on with a whole packed crowd. You know, we got everybody cheer, roar. It's on the YouTube channel, but it's like, for real, one of my favorite matches. But, you know, another memorable match. Like, I got plenty of memorable moments just tagging with, like, you know, Andrew Harrison, Metal Maniac, and guys like that against Hall of Famers like Demolition, you know, Great Hair Valentine, Bruce Smart Beefcake as a Dream Team. Great Hair Valentine, and you know, Honky Tonk Man is the Rhythm and Blues. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tony Atlas, the Patriot, Rikishi, Lance Anawaye, Alpha Junior. You know, the cousins. You know, they're related to, you know, all the Samoans, man. They're fresh. You know, so you know, New Jack and Mustafa, the Gangsters, man. Like, I've been out there wrestling a whole bunch of days. Robbie E. You know. I mean, like, there's so many of them to name that I don't want to forget anybody, but for real, like, I've been out there getting the rest of a lot of cool guys that, you know,
cool.
It's awesome to share a ring with them, you know, and a lot of times people are like, oh, man, you know, they all boo me because, you know, I got the whole Canadian flag with the hockey stick, but, you know, I represent traditional wrestling, you know, morals, family values, and a lot of these American fans, they don't have that, so, you know, I kind of just do my thing, and I mean, I survived the match with the Gangsters. Not a lot of people say that, but I did. So,
wow, New Jack and Mustafa.
I didn't get stabbed that match. Nope.
Wow.
Not me.
Oh man, and how long? That's an interesting list. How long have you been wrestling?
I want to say, like, you know, we started. I tried for JCW 2011.
Okay.
2012 was when I got through the actual JCW Battle Royal for Bloody Mania, which is cool.
All right.
2013, you know, same thing. Got to do the same thing.
And your schedule kind of picked up around that time?
Yeah, like I started training more at ECPW. I joined ECPW at that point because their local was right there. I started doing more shows with them throughout the East Coast, and I started branching out from there, you know, doing shows with like different companies, NWA and stuff like that. So, you know, it was pretty cool. You know, I got to go out there and, you know, kind of do my thing and learn
Yes,
about.
fans, we are still looking out for the cops.
Yeah, we are.
That
We're
concerned look on.
the only place we should be looking for is that area right there. We're on the scene, folks. Listen, right now we're trespassing. We're out here in a spot where most people don't really go. We're out
We could
here
get
in a
arrested
dilapidated
for this
house.
shit.
We're talking about backyard wrestling, folks, and we're talking about tip theory, Wall Street movement, and some crazy stuff. Light tubes, chairs, kendo sticks. We swung them. You watched it, maybe you didn't. But if you're watching this, we're going to have some clips you can check out. And, we had a lot of cool stuff we did throughout the years. And I want to start putting it out there. A lot of people they're wondering, what we're going to do next. We got a lot of stuff going on with the music, with the wrestling. And, you just got to follow us on social media, Timothy Theory and More Street Movement, because, we're going to have a lot of stuff posted soon. If you want to check it out, you're going to have to just follow us online. We're going to make these updates, these announcements, and let you know about these shows coming up when we get the information available. So videos, pictures, all that, we're going to be posting them. We're going to be, letting you know about what's going on in our world. So it's going to be fresh. You got to go out there, subscribe, follow. Make sure you click where you can see it first. Facebook's always on some bullshit. So, make sure you do that. And for real, man, we're going to be out there at shows. If you see us at a show, come say what's up. Come talk to us, man. We don't bite. We're not scared. Come say what's up. Look like a zombie. Well, I look like a vampire in this one, but not going to bite.
Battery's dying.
Yeah.
Where can fans keep up with you?
All right, so if you go on Facebook, Timothy Theory on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, More Street Movement, same thing. It's all, I think maybe it's Instagram is M Street Movement. Somebody somehow stole our name on Instagram, but I don't know what it is. It's like some.
We'll leave some
thing.
clip.
Yeah,
We'll leave some
we'll
links.
put the links on there for you. But yeah, check us out there. We're gonna have more footage posted up. We got some stuff from the Tech 9 show. We got some stuff from the Shaggy show up on there. We got different clips out there, so you can check it out online. And then check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff. And check out my matches on YouTube, because I got some stuff on there. The highlight reel, my match against Junior Flores, just talk about some fresh stuff. Check it out on there.
Success
YouTube.
in both worlds.
Yeah, you know what, man? You just gotta invest in yourself and just believe in yourself, because a lot of times it might just be you, and you just gotta keep going and keep pushing, and hopefully you pick up some traction and make things happen. Because in the world we're in, it's not easy, and a lot of times if you're on your own, it's tough, but you just gotta keep rocking. Keep rolling.
It's never easy, but it definitely is possible.
Oh yeah.
This man standing here, living proof. Now, what's some of your short-term goals coming up here in the future?
I want to wrestle Rob Van Dam. I want to wrestle Sabu. And I want to wrestle for the WWE. I mean, that's kind of like the goal at this point. I'm not really trying to be out there doing like independent wrestling forever or backyard wrestling or anything crazy like that. I'm trying to go out and be in the WWE, do a little bit there, do what I can do, try and get on WrestleMania. I might want to try going to a couple of these other promotions, like whatever. All Elite Wrestling's a big one nowadays. Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, whatever. I'll go out there and see what's up, man. But I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. Shouts out to Rude Boy, and gonna try and do what I can do out there with the wrestling and see what I can do with the music. Got a lot of big shows happening with the music. A lot of big things have been happening in a short amount of time with our music thing. So we open up for Tech 9. Jim Jones from Dipset, Shaggy for his Fuck the Fuck Off Motherfucker tour, Slade from La Coca Nostra, and then Twisted. So that's 5 big artists in 5 months.
That's awesome.
And we're gonna have a couple more big show announcements that we can't talk about just yet. We gotta let the information drop, but you gotta follow us online. We'll tell you about it. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a couple big things to announce. So follow us, subscribe, like. And get involved, comment, and all that, because we got a lot of cool things coming up.
Very cool, man. And would you like to cut a promo on any of your former backyard opponents from this area? Is there anybody that you like that got away that you would like to address right now?
Not really. I mean, I kind of I could probably.
I'll fight you right now, Tim Theory.
I'll come on, Fat Boy. Let me tell you something, brother. We were supposed to be tag team champions,
We
but you
didn't
lost
know
your
each
way.
other, brother.
You lost your way. You didn't come back to the wrestling ring. You went to jail. Where'd you go? We could have been holding the belts high.
I'll
but
fight
instead
you in the
just got
greenhouse,
high.
Tim Theory. Come on, let's go.
I'm talking about Fat Boy, the other, like the kid.
Oh, the other
the
guy.
bad
Not
Fat
wrestler,
Kid.
Oh, shit.
This Fat Kid.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to take over someone else's beat.
He's getting. But nah, for real, like.
It's been a fun night.
Yeah.
I'll still win, god damn it.
We got to smash some of these pots over each other's
Oh,
heads.
shit. Oh, shit.
We got panes of glass out here.
We got
If you-
panes of glass and clay pots. Someone's getting a fucking bloody head.
So this is
I'll be headed to the ER
I'll take
yeah.
one for the
before
team.
this is all over.
yeah. This whole greenhouse is gonna fall over by the time the night's over.
All
As
right.
long as we're not
Someone grab a clay pot. My arms are getting tired from holding this
headed to the
camera.
precinct. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. So this is yeah, definitely, man. This has been fresh. You know, I got a couple cool things coming up. You guys gotta follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and you know, we'll keep you posted. We got a lot of cool shows coming up. April 20th, man, I'm gonna be out there invading this one show. Couple guys out there, yeah. Couple guys out there. They want to leave me out to sea, but they're gonna find out when they get smoked on April 20th. So I mean, it's only fitting, and you know, it's gonna be cool. So you're gonna want to come through, check that out. East Stroudsburg Roller Rink, you know, what's going down, the big wheel. So, hey man, check it out. Tim Theory, man, 2019.
Nice. And what has the wrestling scene been like out here?
You know, it's kind of
You kind of grew up out around here,
Yeah,
Eastern
well, I was-
Pennsylvania. And
yeah.
everything.
You know, it was they used to have WWF shows and you know, high schools and stuff like that in the
All right.
early years. And they had you know, Bushkill. They had Fernwood. They used to film Monday Night Raw out there. But over the years, they branched out, got bigger places. But you know, wrestling out here was kind of the Indies. They were kind of just the shits. You didn't really want to watch it. You know, it was just you know guys that didn't look like they belonged in the ring and stuff like that. But sometimes you'd have like a big name wrestler that came out to the show, so that people would just go just to see them or whatever. But I didn't really see too much indie wrestling. Honestly, I just watched WXW was on Channel 13, which is, you know, the Wild Samoans. I watched that, but that's about it. You know, I didn't really watch too much anyway because it was nothing really too, you know, too exciting. So,
All right.
but
This camera's gonna die.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right. And how do you feel about the current state of pro wrestling?
you know what, man? I feel like it's cool. They're doing a lot of big things. There's a lot of big moves, I guess, being made. There's a lot of money, I guess, involved in wrestling nowadays. It's being publicly traded, and they got big investors in WWE. But you know, that's cool. They got all elite wrestling popping off now. I'm happy for them. They got, you know, a lot of good wrestling. I got a lot of good wrestlers that are out there, and you know, I'm happy to see everybody succeeding, and hopefully that boom of wrestling that they're talking about happens now. You know, they got, you know, another golden era of wrestling. That's what they called the 80s and 90s. It was, you know, just the golden era. So hopefully we get another one of those big booms and wrestling pops off again. You know, people get involved and they get interested in, you know, we can see crazy matches like we saw back then. You know, there's a lot of times, you know, people they don't watch. It's you know, it kind of brings the morale down. You know, you got to bring the old fans back. You know, guys got to tune back in and see what's going on in wrestling, man, because it's not every day you get to see some people jumping off of like all these big stages and like flying through whatever, flying off of ladders, all that stuff, man. Tune in, you get to watch, you know, more people check it out, more people come through and see it, the crazier it gets, you know, and you know, I mean, look at this crazy times. We're living in crazy times right now, you know. You gotta go out there and be entertained by some of these crazy wrestlers doing some of this crazy shit. Let's put it like that.
Oh yeah. Well, let's get out of here before
Yeah.
somebody gets hurt. Or
I hear
before
some shit creeping around
the,
behind us,
police
so we
or-
gotta go.
Yeah, there's like Sasquatch things out here. I don't know,
Sasquatch
man. We're
junkie
kinda like,
comes
yeah.
in.
I think there's like a junkie in there. He's trying to ask us for some money right now.
I
don't
ain't
really
got
have
no
it
money.
before.
Fuck off.
Trying to get back to Minnesota. All right.
You
I'm
got $20, man? I'll take it.
stuck here in the Poconos.
All right.
Yeah, we're just like stuck in the woods right
All
now.
right, before this
it's the
camera
Blair Witch
dies, let me get the
Project.
shirt again.
Yeah,
Tim
Tim Theory.
Theory.
Versus the World. Check the
Fucking
shirt
right.
out. You get a shirt online.
He's a
You can have all
badass.
Shirts online.
He'll fuck
soon.
you up if you don't buy his shirt.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 420,
I'm just a
man.
camera guy. I got 8 of them.
Ah. Check it
Spent all
out.
my money on them. I'm broke. I need money to get home. So does this guy.
Yeah.
Help me
to
get
his channel.
home.
Subscribe to his channel.
Subscribe.
State of Pro Wrestling. Any last words for the fans here before?
Thanks for following. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting Tim Theory, and keep following, man, because I'm gonna have a lot of cool things now it's coming up, and this is the last you see of Tim Theory, man. And this is honestly a crazy, rare little interview, man. I don't really do too many interviews. It's kind of just
We're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
like, this is
that's
just
what
like-
that's what this is.
You don't really
appreciate
see
it,
stuff
man.
like this. Yeah, it's just like so out there. It's pretty fresh though. So
Back in his
You know,
prime.
I'm glad we
Before
got to
his
do
prime.
this.
yeah.
This is where it was.
Imagine
right
it's
here.
like that. Next thing you know, I got signed at WWE. They just like throw this up or something like that. Like, yo,
We'll cash in on it then, for sure.
fuck yeah.
This was
That's
the first
so good.
backyard that he smashed someone through a trash can.
The first light tube I smashed over somebody's head was right here.
That was right here, folks.
Oh yeah, you're seeing it first.
Take a good look.
Oh, yeah.
It's right there.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you for taking some
Yo.
time out of your day. I know you're a
problem.
busy guy. Besides the wrestling and music, everything else you listed, man, it's awesome.
yeah, for real,
See
man.
people out there chasing their dreams and doing it for real.
Oh yeah, man. It's just you gotta believe in
Very
yourself,
inspiring,
man. Just
man.
keep doing it because that's the thing, man. Like a lot of this stuff, man. I just put everything into, and it's cool to see I'm out here doing it. I still have so much more to give, man. So wrestling, it's like, they've always seen the beginning. Music as well, man. You always see the beginning. I got so much more to put out there. So just keep following, keep staying involved and keep in tune or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna have a lot of cool shit dropping. I'm gonna just put it like that. Fuck yeah.
Awesome, man. Awesome, man. Well, thank you. This is Timothy Theory. I am John Fredrickson, State of Pro Wrestling. Good night. Good night.
Let's go before we get arrested.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Just chilling right there on the edge of time.
I walk away with you, babe. 1,000 miles with you.
I want to smile around, I want to smile around.
Hello, it's me, Orange Cassidy, and you're listening to
Red light on, baby. Old Master here. Checking this State of Pro Wrestling. It's Master approved, big dog. Check that out right now. 10 out of 10 stars on that. What's that, Meltzer? Fuck Meltzer, baby. Old Master approved, big dog. Whoo.